Good morning, everyone, and thanks for joining me for Honoring the Women of North Hastings. This morning, I have the great honor of introducing and sharing with you the life of Lillian Maude Thompson, nee Keech, and she is remembered by her daughter-in-law, Carla Thompson. This is beautiful, Carla. Lillian went by the name Vera, and she was born November 29th, 1903, and she died August 20th, 1990. She married Robert Thwaites Thompson, February 18th, 1920. They raised 14 children: Annie, Wesley, Hilda, Dorothy, Hazel, Mary, Gladys, Gordon, Donnie, a set of twins, Bert and Betty, Clayton, and Barbara Ellen, who is now deceased, and Nina. These children grew up with a great work ethic. They lived on a 400-acre farm on the Old Hastings Road. And Vera is stated here to work very hard looking after her family, tending to farm animals, looking after a huge garden, canning, cooking, picking berries, and making homemade bread 2 to 3 times a week, 10 loaves at a time, and they were not small loaves. I just made bread, about a week ago, and it disappears quickly. And I thought, that's a treat for me to make bread. These women did it 2 and 3 times a week in order to feed the family, as my mother did. They had chickens and pigs and 2 horses, and Vera also looked after them, as well as all her other chores while her husband worked in the bush. One time it says here a cow fell in the well and drowned, and that created great hardship for the family. It goes on here, Carla says, to remind us that these pioneer women washed all their clothes on a washboard and wash tub. Years later, Vera was afforded a gas-powered washing machine, and what a luxury it was compared to hand washing the clothes. One memory shared here is that each summer the family would go down to Picton. It would take them basically the whole day to get there, and they went there to pick tomatoes. I can only imagine how many they must have picked, and the children laugh and joke about how many tomato fights they had in the field. And they would stay overnight in Picton, and in a garage on the farm with makeshift beds and only a table and a few chairs. Vera also hunted deer and fished in order to provide wild meat to the family. Mostly fish, it says here. And that it was a hard life, but she was never known to be heard complaining. And it just ends with this: she was a warm, wonderful, generous, loving person. And the very last line is, Vera loved her family. So it is an honor to lift Lillian Maude Thompson, nee Keech, for you today. Her picture is absolutely adoring, and her recipe is rhubarb pie, which for us in Ontario, Canada here is the right time to have a rhubarb pie. Salad makes your mouth salivate, actually. So honoring the women of North Hastings, thanks for tuning in, and please share this with anyone you think would like these words landed on their heart. Thanks.